Levi Nelson with InterNACHI Marketing here. Today I quickly wanted to walk through naming your inspection company. So before you get started on a logo design, it's always good to make sure that the name you've chosen is available in your area. You don't want to get halfway through a design and then have to pivot because your name wasn't available. You want to come up with a good concept first, make sure it's available, get it approved, then start on your design. So when naming your company, observe logos in your area providing similar services and then do something to try and set yourself apart to make your logo look distinctive and unique from people providing similar services. For example, these power tool companies, what they did is they looked around at people providing similar services and they did something different. One of the options with logo design that's always available that people always forget is that your name by itself can be a logo. If the name doesn't lend itself to an image, usually the best option is just to drop it. It's difficult to remember acronyms apart from mass marketing. UPS, CVS, RCA, I remember all of these because of a very large marketing budget, and they've sort of heavily promoted for long periods of time, just us connecting these acronyms to what they stand for. UPS Inspection Services is a little bit longer, not quite as snappy, so my first choice for name might not be an acronym. Avoid overused names and themes. Placing an image above unrelated text is not a strong design approach. Usually what we do when we design a logo is we go, oh, this is the service I provide, and this is how I make a little picture of that service, and that's a way you fall into the trap of having a logo that looks an awful lot like the guy down the street and the realty down the street and the construction company down the street. You end up with a copy of a copy of a copy, and that's not going to necessarily help people to remember you. For example, Bill Johns doesn't connect to this image. Same for AVB or Daniels. And all of these examples, it might be better just to drop the home and magnifying glass because of how frequently that image is used. Another way to think through a unique way to brand your name is to look around and use the area you work to inspire the name, like landmarks, sort of the landscape, birds, trees, things of that nature can help you to create a unique image for your logo. For example, Inspect Montana, there's probably a lot of mountain logos, but they use this sort of negative space with these trees to create a big capital M, which then connects directly to Montana. So the image and the name are tied together. And the same goes for cedarwood, where you have the house that's kind of knocked out of these tree shapes. If the focus on the trees connects directly to the company name, so it creates a stronger brand, and it works better as the tool it's designed to be. If you want a character logo, use a name that lends itself to that approach. Swan Valley, Shooting Star, Cozy Fox, the images are all tied directly to the company name. If you put Daniel's Home Inspections below the Fox, the image and the name, there's a disconnect, so it's not working quite the way it should be, and it's better just to switch the name and make it work, or to drop the image. Think like your client. What feeling does your name create, and does it match what you're selling? A wolf is a predatory creature, and it can be scary. So while it might be something that's great for like selling sports equipment or like a motorcycle, it might not work as well for like a home inspection market where you're going to be walking alone through a house with someone. So it's good to think about what you are conveying with your logo and whether or not people would hire you based on your image and your name. The length of your name will change how your logo works. People always forget that each letter in a logo takes up space. So your logo can get really compressed if you have too many words. So up and down home and commercial property inspection services is a lot more words to remember than up and down home inspections. If you need it, keep it. If you don't, drop it. Alliteration, which is just using the same letter or sound twice, can help make a name memorable. Shooting Star Inspections, Diamond Dog, Havelka Home, they repeat a letter, which can help people connect to and remember your name because it's repeating two letters and sounds. If you've moved or would like to shift services, a name and logo change may be appropriate. If you have an established name, you probably just want to keep the name and maybe update the logo. But if you need help, we're here to help. We can help you think of a name. We can help you think about how your name would connect to an image. We can help you decide whether or not you need an image in your logo at all, or whether or not just more of a wordmark logo would be a better approach. You can get a hold of us at marketing.nachi.org anytime. Thanks for your time.